Hello there, everybody, and welcome. I've come on live, and I'm doing this now because I'm feeling a little bit tired, and I thought I would do it now because I'm going to go to bed early tonight. So I didn't want to let you down. So here I am doing these Q's and A's for you guys to try to, whoever it is who's trying to catch me on live here. So let's see here, and let's see what kind of how many people we can attract tonight. I'm just going to wait until you actually come on live. Okay. And so yeah, I just thought that I would actually I would just come on like a video vlog kind of thing, and I've got my hello everyone, hello Fatima, and oh my God, finally I get to watch you. Thank you. Well, I came on here for you guys, okay, to kind of, I know a few of you have said, hello Nancy, Happy New Year as well to everybody. And hello Slightly Stacked, hello from hello from Michigan, hello there. And Fatima, hello. Let me know where you are in the world, because I do love to know where you are. And so I'm just, while we're kind of waiting here for people to come on, and I really love to come on live, but to be honest with you, I thought I'd just switch it on and do a vlog because I'm tired, and I'm gonna head off to bed early tonight. So I don't know what time it is where you are, but it's getting on for like 8 o'clock in the evening here. So hello from Columbus, Ohio. Hello there. How are you? And yeah, fantastic. And Nina, hello from Spain. Oh wow. So I mean, what else have we got to do? It's winter. You know, we're cozied up on the sofa. That's what I'm doing at the moment. I'm cozied up on the sofa, and you know, catching up and having a little bit of fun here, which is really good. So just waiting on a few more people here. Did you get to see your dad? Yes, I did. Yeah. Thank you, Nancy. Yes, I went to see my dad yesterday, and that was really lovely. And he's fit as a fiddle. So he's in his 80s and he's fit as a fiddle, and he's very strict with his diet and his health. He's very strict with that. And he likes to be slim. He's always kind of been slim all his life. But I don't think I've ever met anybody that's so damn strict with their diet, you know. Yeah, I did. It was really nice. I did go and see my dad, and that was kind of very special yesterday. So a little bit of a journey actually. So I've been on the road, and I'm a bit tired. So I thought that, you know, I'd do a quick live show here for you guys. I'm hoping that I get a few more people. I've only got 15 at the moment. So 16. So that's, you know, it's a little bit quiet, isn't it? So okay, Nancy, you said that I was just about to talk about my dream yesterday, and then I got really busy with the super chat donation readings. What was it that that dream? Just remind me of. I think I know what you mean. This dream that I had, I think that was relating to, in general, Sagittarians, you know, this dream. But I get like Yeah, I think this dream, Nancy, the one that I was talking about, I don't know if you remember where I got up to, but I got this dream where, yeah, the Sagittarian reading that I've done recently, you know, get off your backside and move on kind of thing, was very kind of intense, wasn't it? So I have got another reading to do for Sagittarian. I don't think I've finished there because I think it's complex, but it's kind of accepting. I don't think we should accept garbage or BS or anything like that. But I feel that it's kind of accepting, you know, if you do get these challenges and people see you as a challenge, then I guess, you know, that that means that you amount to something, you know. If they see you as a challenge and they want to break you down in that sense, then is that a compliment? I think that's how we have to see this. Sagittarian is like, oh, well, I'm going to take this as a compliment. You know, if you see me as like a threat, then, you know, then obviously I have something here that you kind of feel envious about, jealous about, or see as it kind of upsets you, that, you know, you have to kind of, all that kind of thing. Okay. I am going to do tomorrow because I'm a bit tired today, and I'm just uploading a video at the same time here, so I'm waiting for that. Yeah, the night before last. Yeah, I think I know which dream that was. It was really, really vivid. I don't know what that means, but I will go through that. I'm going to be doing the rest of the zodiacs over the next up to around the 8th of January. I will have completed the monthly zodiacs. Okay. So I will be doing more tomorrow, and I will be doing more, you know, over the next kind of few days for specific zodiac signs. Okay. Yeah, you're a Cappy. Wow. Yeah. Well, I won't go into these readings for January because they are pretty complex. We have got, as Sagittarians, as Sagittarians, like, let me just pull out some tasters here. Okay. Let me pull out some tasters because I did write some kind of things down here for, which is just like pretty brief, really. I did write down here on my notes, which I've already made some notes about these readings. But for instance, Sagittarius here. Okay. We have got Venus and Jupiter in conjunction since 1995. So that's very kind of significant for us. And it's time to consider, and I said that in that reading, that it is time to sit down and consider here the significance here, and how this significance is affecting your life, whatever that kind of significant is, because there is a significance with this Venus and Jupiter in conjunction. I don't know what happened to you in 1995, but looking back in 1995, it was pretty challenging for me. I was working very hard as a nurse and trying to build up my career, and also everything else that was going around that. But it says here, you can do this. You can do this. Because I put these notes here for these readings that I need to complete. You can do this. And avoiding these kind of turbulent waters. Wow. Well, I must admit that does correlate with what I said for the last reading here for Sagittarius. But quickly looking at Leo, what I've got here in store for you, like a little bit of a tidbit here. Okay, I get the sun moving into your opposing sign. And it's all about you. It's all about you in January, okay? And so this is very illuminating because get the supermoon eclipse takes place in Leo, and your ruler plays an important part in that two major celestial events. So it is all about you guys, Leo, and I will do a reading around those planetary aspects there. I don't mention planetary aspects, but I do I do my readings around the planetary aspects. Okay, so it's all about you, Leo, in January, and there's going to be plenty to keep up with here, and you will be the star of the show. So it's all about you being in the limelight and not having to justify this either. Because you're getting all the attention. Oh, come on, Leo. You're full of attention. You know, Leos are. And anyway, isn't Leo Meghan Markle's sign, isn't it? So that's very relevant to her because I've got here you're having to justify wanting to be in the limelight. You're having to justify being the center of attention. But it's kind of naturally coming to you. And it's something to do with having to rise to this occasion. And I just feel this is a natural kind of charisma that you have, Leo. Well, you know, Leos are like that. They are like that. And I will be doing a reading about that, guys, okay, for Leo. And anybody else want a tidbit of what I'm going to be reading for their sign? I think I got Capricorn, didn't I? Yeah. Let's have a look at Capricorn. I think there is some flights of fancy here for you. And it seems like either you, gosh, I feel Capricorns are prone to this. There is chasing kind of mirages that don't exist. I think you're doing it while you can. While you can, is chasing this fantasy, this mirage. And it is a mirage, it's not real. And I do feel people around you have realized that. Why are you chasing that when it's not, there's nothing that's going to come from that at all. But it's like you don't want anybody to suggest that you're just imagining this. Okay, so you're kind of thinking, no, I can do this. I'm going to follow this. Okay. And you see these people who are saying, oh, you're not still chasing that, are you? Because that's going to lead you to a dead end. And I feel you're ignoring that. You are ignoring this and you're persisting with this as this Capricorn. Okay. Somebody made an impression on you, and I feel that this impression, is it really what you wanted to hear, or was it kind of realistic? So I do get like a watery kind of energy here. And in your sign, Capricorn. And I do feel that you're going to go for this end product, whatever this is. And you're actually going to hang on a minute. I've invested in this, and I'm going to continue to invest in this. I'm sure this investment here will lead to something very good for me. So you're going to continue on this path. I think I don't feel you don't believe these people, these people that have your best intentions at heart and saying, well, you have been chasing that for some time now, but you're waiting for the payoff here. You're waiting for this payoff. You're still going to go for that. Okay. So, okay, with regards to the dream that I had, Nancy. Hello from Kansas City. Wow, 21 degrees in Kansas City. Well, that sounds really, really nice. And hello, Pisces. Too many options. Any idea? Well, I can give you a little snippet from the readings that I'm going to do. Okay. Pisces, is it Pisces? Yeah. Wow, I get a good year for you. Okay, well, it's already off the bat here for January. Jupiter and Neptune both in your celestial homes. There are very dynamic relationships around you. And you have the supermoon eclipse arriving too. So I do feel that it's time you can take your foot off the gas here, because there is a disappointment. But January seems like you're on the go all January. Okay, so take your foot off your gas, but this is like you're on the fast lane here. You're on the fast lane, and maybe that's to do with work. But I do get this is still disappointing for you because you're not able to rest here on your laurels. Oh gosh. So yeah, I think you're right there with the options. Too many going around. It's making you crazy. You're very tired. And I feel with Saturn's presence as well, I feel whatever you choose here, it's something to do with your solid foundations. And I feel, wow, yeah, you want to make the right choice. I feel that you will make the right choice. And there is solid foundations here for you, for Pisces. Okay, for January, it's very, very busy, but that is like the start of the year, and the start of the year of a good year for you. But I feel very busy. I think you was hoping things were going to kind of slow down a little bit. Yes, I am doing super chat readings. If you want to, I'm just kind of warming up really and just waiting for a few people to come on here. So if you do want a super chat reading and want to make a small donation, you don't have to. We can just kind of, is the connection okay, guys? I hope so. Somebody said they lost connection, but I hope you've still got the connection. So we can do a little bit more of those snippets a bit later. Hello, Miss Unique. Hello there, Deep U, ASP, and hello, Miranda Austin. And whereabouts are you? It's about 8 o'clock here in the UK. Thank you for your donation, Fatima. Did you want a reading? Because I've got 2 sets of cards here that I'm going to choose from. Okay, Fatima, Sagittarius, can tell me if money will come in. Money will come in. You're a Sagittarian. Fatima. Well, let's have a look here. I've got two sets of cards here, which I'm going to use. And so one's like a little bit of a Rider-Waite deck here. So, okay, so I'm just shuffling the cards at the moment. Will Fatima actually, she wants to know about the finances and the money here. The finances, she's a Sagittarian. I got those that flew out. So, I don't know who this guy is that's quickly sort of, wow. Well, there's somebody here that rushes in, rushes out. It's going into your love situation here. There seems to be arguments here on and off with this person. Okay, who is a fire sign? And that may be, you want justice over this. So maybe this is to do with the money here. Just be careful of these flatterers, guys. Yeah, your ex. Okay. I get it's an ex because I have here your money. You're going to be pretty stable. I get the 10 of Pentacles here, and the 10 of Pentacles is security financially. So yeah, I do get somebody coming from the past here. You didn't ask about love, but I feel you're happy to be on your own because you get the Hermit card, get 6 of Cups, which is the 6 of Cups is pertaining to the past. I do feel that this person cheated on you or something. They deceived you. Yeah, the 2 of Cups comes after that. The 2 of Cups comes after that. This person wants to come back, by the way. They feel regrets. Don't they all? And I get they have lied to you, and there's hidden deception with the Moon card. And this person put you through much kind of distress here, and financial loss too. I think you're right in what you're thinking, that yeah, wow, I don't know, that came through, and I think you're very much focused. I don't blame you, actually. I feel most Sagittarians are like that. Okay, I feel he may have left you with a financial debt too. Maybe not. Hello, Nina. Thank you for your lovely donation. I will be doing this reading shortly after Fatima. I feel, let me get on top of this, Fatima. Okay, very quickly. You are going to be secure. I feel that the number one priority for you is to put this right on the top here, rather than this ex who is kind of a bit of a shambles when it comes to finances. Unfortunately, you're the stable one here. You're willing to go that extra mile and do all the work here. I got this that flew out of the pack here, the Knight of Pentacles. Somebody who is an earth sign, who is immature. You're the mommy here, okay? You're the one that's the mature one, Fatima. And one just fell on the floor. I'm just going to pick it up. I think it fell on the floor for a reason, because it's the 10 of Cups. This guy wants to come back. But saying to you, oh, I realise what I did. They want forgiveness. They want your mercy and compassion. Why do guys do this, or girls, or whatever here? Okay, that's your reading, Nina. I'm on to you next. Okay, Fatima, put onto the top of your list here your own foundations, your own security, and build on that. Okay, and I think if you focus fully on that, you will get there. I see abundance for you, maybe not a millionaire, but you know, creativeness to build your own security, and that's what I get here, Fatima. Okay, just be aware that, you know, I do get some guys like to keep hold of their exes just in case they need them as insurance. I do get that. I don't like people like that, but you do get people like that do kind of treat human beings like that. It's crazy. Okay, you're welcome. Okay, so Nina, what was your question? And I've got my other little deck here, which I'm getting out. I have to chosen between Norm, a Taurus, Bob the Sag, and Brad the Aries. Oh my God, you've been dating, and I feel you've been dating, Nina, and you've got these guys here now. I think your philosophy was kind of date quite a few before you decide, but now you've got all these guys that like you. Yeah, I get that. I get that. Again, I can't choose here for you, Nina. I think you know that. But I am drawn to Bob. I don't know, Bob. It sounds like Bob has got some kind of thank you, Fatima. Wow, thank you for that donation. That's amazing. Thank you. So Nina, I'm really drawn to this Sagittarian Bob. He's Sagittarius too. So I don't know why. Let me have a look at Bob. Okay, I just get the feel of him being very kind of old-fashioned, traditional. If I would feel secure with Bob. I don't know whether it's the name Bob, but I want to look at Bob. Okay, let's have a look at Bob. I get like an old-fashioned, it can be a little bit boring, but you can depend on him. I would go for, right, okay, this is what I've got here from the divine. Go for the guy that is very expressionate with their love, in terms of when they talk about their pets, their dogs, they talk about them in a very sensitive, loving, kind of caring way. Okay. I think that's what you need to go for. I don't feel you've got any narcissists there. Okay. I get Bob, but again, it's your choice here. Actually date them a bit longer and ask them questions here about very watery things, because I get the Queen of Cups here. And you want somebody who's going to care for you, who is going to be very loving and affectionate to you. And somebody like that is going to care for you, care for you in the long term. When you get ill, when you're going to give birth to that child, or I feel, or if you're interested, Nina, maybe you're not interested in having any more children, but somebody is going to be there squeezing your hand, feeling this with you, feeling the emotions with you, feeling the love with you, feeling the passion with you. I feel that you need to really become a master of recognizing this in your future partner. I say that to anybody here. Okay. Be a master of how to detect somebody's heartfelt love and compassion and empathy, because that kind of a guy is going to be there for you. He's going to look after you when you're ill. He's not going to walk out the door and slam the door on you when you've got pneumonia in bed and you need them with you. You don't want somebody like that, who walks away, who's cruel. So please be a detective, Nina, of who you will feel more secure with, who you would feel assured, would help you to feel self-assured about this relationship. And I do get this, Bob, but I may be wrong. Okay. Again, it's your choice. So I get from the divine, very much so, ask him questions about, ask who was your favorite dog that you had growing up, and ask them about, they'll say, oh, I really liked Rex, or I really liked Sooty, or I really liked Rex. And you can say, oh my goodness, how cute is that? And you can say, why did you like that dog? Why was that dog so special to you, or that cat, or whatever? And if they explain in a very kind of compassionate, loving kind of way, then you know that that person is going to be nurturing, okay, towards you and your future children. Now, I've got that from the divine for you, and I'll get your hat on, your investigation hat, and do that, because you've got to hurt some of these people to choose one, or you're going to lose all of them, okay? So this is why you need to do your detective work now, okay, Nina. And so good luck with that. Good luck with that, and let us know. Let us know how you get on with those guys, okay, Nina. Okay. So let's have a look. I'm just going to look down the list here. Hello, everyone. Thank you, Fatima, for that donation. You've given me 2 donations. That's amazing. Thank you so much. So yeah, and I will try to, like, if you want to super chat donation, anything from $1, I can ask. You can ask. If you don't want to, that's fine. You can enjoy the live show, and I can try to get to you and choose one of these for free. Okay. Okay, Shelley. Thank you so much, Shelley. Wow. Thank you for that donation. Will my life be better as a single mom? Well, I think when we talk to our spirit guides about that, okay. Thank you, Art Girl Paris, for that donation. I'll just answer Shelley first. Will my life be better single mom? Right, we're asking spirit guides here who are from this era of maybe being abandoned, like in the 1920s, or when they didn't have any support and they had to struggle, as a single mom. Now I am getting an influx of spirit guides who say, no, it's not better to be a single mom. But I have to say, that is these women that are screaming here, that are saying to me from eras bygone eras, that if they were a single mother, it would be horrendously difficult to do this on your own. Okay. It is a difficult journey being a single mom. I understand that, but again, it's your choice. Now, Shelley, if this guy is abusive and and you're thinking, I might as well be on my own than being dictated to and being a slave to somebody, it's enough to kind of look after a child. But having 2 children, which is your partner, or your husband, or whoever this is, who throws tantrums right, left, and centre, and you've got this child to nurture, as well as this pathetic man-child, then you've got a double burden here, you know. I don't know, did anybody watch that film? This film comes to, Shelley. I don't know whether you ever watched that film, Saving Mr. Banks. It was on over Christmas here in the UK. And Saving Mr. Banks. And Mr. Banks was very, very attentive and loving to his children. And you know, Mary Poppins, who wrote Mary Poppins, she adored her father and could not see any wrong in her father. But if you look at that character, Mr. Banks, he was very kind of, he could not cope with real life. He lived in a fantasy, and you know, he told his children all about these you know, stories, and also, which I found quite poignant, that he was bringing his children up to fantasize, live in a fantasy world. And that kind of guy, Mr. Banks, let's go. Mr. Banks, Shelley, okay, if your man is like Mr. Banks, who likes his booze, you know, no matter what you say to him, he doesn't listen, and you have to go with every stupid, crazy idea that this man does, which you know is going to lead to some kind of destruction, then I would say you need to think about your children here, because if you've got a destructive man like Mr. Banks, who likes the bottle and he's willing to do that until he kills himself, and you know, in the end just kind of kill his children's hearts too, then I would say maybe you are better off being a single mom, you know, because you're actually and when I went to see my dad yesterday, I said to him, "Why don't you get a cat?" And he's got an elderly wife that he looks after, my stepmother kind of thing, and he said, "Well, if I get a cat, then I've got two things. That's another thing that I've got to look after." So that's kind of, you know, I don't think he meant to say it in an awful way, but it's that kind of feeling, you know. It's like, well, I've got a child, and yet I've got this other thing to look after here, and I don't have the energy to do that. Okay, so if you've got that situation, which I think you might have, I don't know whether you want to share that with us as a community, Shelley. Then I think you might be better off being a single mom. And then you could put this, you know, you could stay friends with this Mr. Banks, if you like, and you can make sure he's okay, but not be responsible for his life, kind of thing. And that's my answer, Shelley. So I hope that's helped you in, you know, in your choice here. And abusive and controlling relationships, Shelley, you're better off being a single mom, okay, if it's abusive and controlling. Whoever that is, I mean, you know, going back to this Mr. Banks here, who was alcoholic, and that was abuse in a way, because he was dragging his wife and his children from here, there, and everywhere, and embarrassing them, you know, in public, and his children. That's abuse, isn't it? When he fell off that podium and he was laughing his head off, and his daughter was there, that's abuse, isn't it? So yeah, I have to agree with Fatima there, that yeah, letting go of somebody like this, because you do love them. Although they may have abused you, they may be controlling. What they're doing is pushing onto you what they can't accept in their own lives, like a child. Which is sad. It is sad. You have 3 children and you're scared. Oh, bless. Yeah, Nancy, I love that film. It's one of my favourite films, and I always cry. I always cry to that film. I'm a big softie, and you know, you can see the problems, and you can see that you know, the daughters love their father, and you don't want to break that up either. But in terms of if it's destructive, if it's destructive, then I think you have to let it go and see it for what it is, that you can't fix this guy, okay? You're not his keeper. And although we say through kind of through thick and thin, we will get through this together. I think sometimes, you know, you've got enough with your kids there, 3 kids to look after, making sure that, you know, they get fed, they go to school, they get their needs met. Never mind this dictator that you're living with. That's just awful. Okay. Shelley, I think you've answered your own question there. Although you're scared, it's like dipping your toe in here. I'd like to, you know, I would like to do a private reading and maybe help you a bit more. If you want to, you don't have to. If you want a personal reading, we can look into that deeper for you. Okay. So we'll go on to the next person here, okay, which is Art Girl Paris. Hello. Will I choose my current job or will I quit? Well, I think we went through this. If I remember rightly, you're very kind of artistic. I can't remember because I had so many readings yesterday. But I think I guided you in what you want to aspire to be. And I feel that you're ready to walk out of this job. You know, it's not you. You can't, you know, you have to be true to yourself without being kind of irresponsible. Now, if you've got this job and you have to pay your bills and you have to, you know, pay your mortgage and your rent and all of this kind of thing, then it would be silly to say, well, I'll just walk out, because, you know, that's not really responsible. But I think if you've got something else set up, and you're working on something else, then I would say work on this, moving away from this job, on this other thing that you're aspired to, because Art Girl Paris, I feel that I feel there's tensions there, isn't there? There's tensions because I feel there's a narcissist there. I'm picking up on a narcissist, and you're worried that they are going to kick you out anyway. This person's going to get you the sack or something. Or you'll be the first one to go if they've got to cut down on staff. I don't think you can take it anymore. I see this, I see a man here who's a little bit of a tyrant. And I think there's an attraction towards you, and because you're not attracted back, it's like that kind of, you know, well, you know, I'm your boss kind of thing, and I'm entitled to for you to. I always get these pathetic females who would kind of. Yeah, well, I do pick up on a man. It may be a woman, but I get a man here who feels like, because you've not reciprocated, that they're just making it difficult for you. You know, why don't you just reciprocate, and then we'll make life easy if you just, if you just cater to my ego and make me feel sexy and young again. Why don't you just do that? And because you don't want to do it, because you don't have any kind of, it's a woman. Oh, she's masculine. Is she gay? Is she a lesbian? Because I get, wow, well, whatever here. I did pick up on this kind of, if you don't reciprocate to me. It could even be, if you don't reciprocate to my narcissism, then I'm just going to get rid of you, that kind of thing. And you're thinking, well, I don't know how you should deal with that, really. Very entitled, yeah, I picked that up. I pick up she's very entitled. What a bitch. Well, I think you're halfway out of that place anyway. I think you're setting something else up here, which I think's your dream. And do you know what you can learn from narcissistic people? You can learn from them. They actually make you stronger, because they target you for your empathy and for your compassion, and they abuse that. So I'm not saying you should lose your compassion or your empathy, but it's like you learn to filter that. If you get involved with a narcissist, you learn to kind of filter, okay, who you're going to give that to, and you won't give it just to anybody. Like before, you don't care if you didn't know about narcissists, okay? So you gave your love and your attention freely to these people who did not deserve it. You did not deserve it, okay? And I think this was one of the cases here, Art Girl Paris. She used to be your best friend, right? Well, we can always have friends and family that you don't realize what they're truly like until you actually do need them, or you're doing better than them. If you excel them, then they start to get jealous, envious, that kind of thing, all narcissistic traits. So I would I don't know what you should do. I would see this person for who she is. I think she knows that you can see right through her now, and I think this is the problem. I think I don't think she will do that. I don't think you will lose your. Will she push you out? I think she may push you out emotionally, where you can't stand it anymore. But I don't feel legally she will get you the sack or anything. I think you will leave because she is such a bitch, to you. So I think that's how she feels that she can get you out of that place, is by being an evil bitch behind everybody else's back. And I will get you oystered out of this because you can see right through me, and I can't have this, okay? So I think you will leave, but I feel that you will have time to set something else up, okay? I don't think you can tolerate this anymore. I just see her for who she is, and don't give her any energy, and just grey rock until you get yourself sorted out, okay? Hello, Bond Girl. Thank you so much, Bond Girl Watson, for your donation. That's very, 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 very generous of you. I hate entitled people. So entitled. You're not entitled to answer me back. You're not entitled to have any kind of justice here. You know, it's just awful, 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 awful. Yeah. So what is your question, Bond girl? Lost everything, came out of an abusive marriage. Oh God. You know what? I think you lost everything. Again, I get narcissistic. Narcissistic men or partners make sure that you leave with nothing, you know? And also with the memory of this awful abuse. Well, I think that's, do you know what energies that I'm getting here for you, Bond girl, is actually, wow, you know, wow, thank God for that. And you're going to analyze, maybe that's partly why you watch my channel, because I use Sagittarian too, with the last Sagittarian reading that I did. I actually feel the energy here I'm getting for you, Bond girl, is, wow, thank God for that. I've got nothing, but I've got everything, which is my sanity, my self-worth. Well, hopefully he's not left you with no self-worth, because he does not deserve that. Okay. I have got my freedom. Oh, your ex was a Sag. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, I've not looked at Taurus yet, but I do get that yeah, I'm not saying all Sagittarians are perfect. He's a narcissist, okay. And I do get that he's somewhere on that spectrum anyway. But my impression that I've got here is actually, my God, I don't have to face that damn man again. My God, I don't have to go and visit those in-laws ever again. Oh my God, I don't have to do that again, what I used to do for him every day. Oh my God. And it's like the pressure cooker. You know, the nozzle on the pressure cooker, you've just taken it off and all that steam is pouring out, and it's like, that's how this feels. That's what I'm getting. Okay. You will still heal. It's going to take a while. Okay, you're still healing. Just me and the kids wanting to start a new life, and that's exactly what you're doing. New career, but legally homeless. You'll get there, okay? Because when you first separate from someone, whether it's marriage or whether it's a partnership and you were living together, there's always that risk, isn't there, of actually leaving somebody and ending up with nothing. But if you're not getting along with that person, okay, if you're not getting along with that person and they're treating you like a piece of shit, basically, then you've got to go. You have to go. You have to go. And then it starts with the partner, and then it extends out to the in-laws, and then it turns into a big toxic mess. Okay. So I do get that here. Okay, Bond girl. Now I've got my little pixie deck here, and I'm going to have a look. I think you're going to find somewhere. He's got to cough up. He's got to pay. Okay. And you've got your job as well. So your job will pay the rent. He's got to pay. He's got to pay the money for those kids. Okay. Well, you've got to let him go. Okay. It says here, been separated 2 years and I still feel he's winning. You've got to stop that feeling that he's winning. Just cut him off, cut the umbilical cord, let him go, and go to the courts, get the money that you are. You see, narcissists find it very difficult to let go of the control, and that's why it feels as if he's still winning. There is a point here that you are enabling this man, okay, and this is where you have to cut this tie. Although there is kids here, it's difficult. But when he comes to see the kids or pick the kids up and things like that, just grey rock him. Don't give him any emotion whatsoever. Okay. Yeah. Don't worry about who's winning, who's not winning. Exactly, SNR. You need to gain your peace back and just cut him off, okay, emotionally. Yeah, zero contact. Well done. Okay. Well, once the divorce, well, he's going to drag his heels over this divorce because, you know, he doesn't want to pay. He doesn't want to pay, and he's got to pay. So, and he's got to provide those kids, okay, with you know, with somewhere to live. So what I'm going to do, I've got my phone going, I think. Yeah, I've got my phone going. I'll leave my phone. I'll pick it up later. Okay, so I don't like to be disturbed by my phone, but what I'm doing is I'm actually shuffling these little cards here, and one's dropped out. I want to find out here. Gosh, I got the rat. Wow. Well, this person's infectious, okay, and they actually spread their disease here, and that's why you feel like this person, they're toxic, and it doesn't matter if that person's away from you, that feeling is still felt here. I get that. You feel that this person has ripped the rug from under your feet here, caused you much stress, and it is like an infection. It just won't go away. Okay, I get the rat. Wow. Wow. I don't like that card. Yeah. Well, it makes you feel good when you're actually getting it out in a reading, you know. And it's good that it's good kind of it's cathartic. So I'll pull out some more cards here. So you need to get rid of that rat, okay? Don't let him kind of do that to you. If he treats you like you're a child, okay, and this is like he treats you like you're stupid, you're a child, and you just don't have any kind of mind of your own, and that kind of thing. But then again, narcissists do. So I've got that on top of the rat. So this still goes on. So you need to kind of you need to get rid of him. Get rid of him. Get rid of him, guy. Get rid of him, Bond girl. Okay. Because here we've got somebody who's going to who's going to appreciate you, who is going to appreciate you, and this is coming in, and it's a surprise. Okay, a happy surprise, and a gift from spirit, and this is either going to come in the spring or September. I know that sounds a big gap between spring and September. I don't think you're ready for that yet, but I think if you separate your emotions from this guy, yeah, I get the gentleman. There's somebody new coming for you too. You are going to get yourself sorted. You will get the money from him to pay for your kids, okay? And you will find somewhere. I did get a small kind of house. I don't know what your houses are like in the US. I think you're in the US, aren't you? But I do feel, Bond girl, let me see, are you in the US? Do you live in the US, Bond girl? No, you're in England, aren't you? Okay, sorry about that. Well, in England, let me see, I'm talking about like a small kind of, well, houses are expensive in England. I'm talking about a small kind of in a village kind of setting, or a kind of suburb, like a 2-bedroom cottage kind of thing. That's what I see. In equivalent to the US, I think you're talking about a small like 2-bedroom condo or something. but in England, we have little tiny little boxy houses. So that's what I see, but it's like cozy. I see a real fire and it's cozy, and I see a new guy. I don't know where you are in England, Bond Girl. I feel that you're in the south of England, or the south quarter of England, from kind of Birmingham up to from Birmingham up to the south of England, like that kind of area. But I may be wrong there. Okay. Okay, go and see your doctor, because I think you need to get some therapy to help you become more tranquil. I've got that too with the Lilies card. Okay, so I don't even know what your question was now. Yeah, let me see. Bond Girl. Yeah, so I think that's it now, Bond Girl. Okay, I hope that's helped you. I hope it's helped you. It's not a huge kind of in-depth reading, but if you do want an in-depth reading, I'm always here for a private reading. If you want to give me an email, okay. And Art Girl Paris. This is for my friend John. His question is below. Okay, hello, John. Okay, where's John? I can't see his question. Oh, second question for my friend John below. Thanks. Thank you for your donation. Okay. I'm looking for your question. I can't find it. Oh, here we are. My friend John is asking if he could leave his current job now. Is there a purpose for him to stay? Wow. Well, I get straight away that John, I know this sounds obvious, he's sitting on the fence there of really not moving here, not leaving, not staying. He's kind of sitting on the fence, and I think sometimes it feels comfortable, you know, sitting on the fence for a while. And I feel it's stale. You feel a stalemate. Yeah, stalemate. A stalemate situation, sitting on the fence. And I think John has done this for so long, sitting on the fence. I am so fed up with this job. I'm so tired of this job. It's just so damn boring. I hate the people here and that kind of thing. Okay. Oh, you're in Edinburgh. Oh my God. Well, that's right up north. Sorry, I got that wrong. Put my hands up. Okay, Bond Girl, I got that wrong. Okay. But I don't know why I got south. I don't know why I got south, but I don't know what that is relevant to. Okay. Well, in Edinburgh, I just see one of those nice kind of I see like outside Edinburgh, small house, but very quaint. Yeah. Okay, going back to John. Yeah. So I'm just going to pull some cards out here for John. Okay. I think well, I have to say, you're not very good at making a decision, John, are you? Because I get you kind of sitting on the fence and you're happy to do that. And I guess you're saying to yourself, I've not found my purpose. And I know you've said that in your question. But I think there's a confusion here. I'm sitting on the fence. I'm sitting on the fence here because I've not found my purpose. Yeah, I understand that. And until you find your purpose, you're going to still kind of remain sitting on the fence. Or is it just an excuse to not move forward? Look at that. Yeah, it is an excuse. It is an excuse, okay, to not move forward. I didn't read that last bit there. I think you're lazy, John. Sorry, I think you're lazy. I don't think you have actively looked out there. What else is out there? What else are you interested in? What else can I do here? Oh, I'll just stay where I am. It's easier, kind of thing. I don't feel you've got the passion to, and I'm not saying this in a negative way because I'm trying to help you to, you know, try to get you off that fence basically with a kind of monkey wrench and pull you off that fence, because I think you're comfortable. You're comfortable sitting on that fence. That's what I get here. And until you actually do this yourself, I think you get so far and you say, oh no, I'll just stay where I am, that kind of thing. And that's what I'm picking up for you. I don't see you kind of moving from that kind of, you know, I can't see you moving off that fence for I get 2 years, 2 years. I don't feel there's anything that you're passionate about, as in work. You kind of can't find what you're supposed to do. Are you going to do that? I think it is an excuse. I think you say, well, I've got a job, but it's stable. I'll stick with it for a while. I think you're willing to put up with the BS. It's like Art Girl here, Art Girl Paris is not willing to put up with the BS, and she's saying to you, John, I'm going to leave. I've had enough. You know, I can't take this anymore. And she's got a passion to actually move out of that job. Whereas you, John, I think you're willing just to sit there for a bit longer. That's what I get here. I don't pick up what your purpose is. In all honesty, I really don't. Maybe maybe you should. I know this. Don't know whether this is your cup of tea or cup of tea or anything. But I see you maybe going to help in some kind of shelter, some kind of charity work. I think, and when you see these people, you know, with no home to live in and as homeless, and you're making them hot cups of teas and that kind of thing. I'm saying tea, whatever hot drink you have, but we have tea here. Hot cups of teas and helping them, and they're shivering. I think you may notice what your purpose would be. I think you're living in like a corporate environment at the moment, which is not right for your personality, I don't think, but it pays the bills. Maybe you should do that. I don't know why I'm getting that. I get like maybe go and help some kind of charity for a few nights a week and that kind of thing. I don't know why I got that, but that's what I got. You may find your calling there. Okay. Hope that's helped, John. It's up to you to get off your backside. I can't prize you off that fence there. It's up to you. Okay. Hello, Tanji Williams. Thank you so much for your donation. Happy Hogmanay to you too, Bond Girl, as well in Scotland. Okay. Tanji Williams, hello there. I don't know what your question is there. Maybe that's just a donation. Thank you anyway. If it's just a donation, that's fantastic. Let's have a look here. Yeah, I can't find your question, so if you've got a question, let me know. Okay. Okay. Fatima. Hello, Fatima. Will low will I open an orphanage in my home country of Senegal? Wow. Well, I actually feel that is your calling, Fatima. And, you know, I feel that you would give up your life savings for that. That is amazing. How lovely is that? Um, I would say I think you need to get I think you have got contacts in Senegal, and I want to start. I don't know. Yeah, I think it's a big kind of thing to organise, and I don't think it's something you cannot do. But there's like I get flights, you know, aeroplane flights, backwards and forwards, to actually go and meet kind of officials and also getting kind of I think there is this kind of essence. I think you would do things very professionally. I think you would I get Save the Children's or something like that. Um, like oh, I'm trying to think of the word. Like a charity. I think you may reach out to charities, and a big charity may help you form this orphanage. So there's a lots of toing and froing of flights here, meeting officials. So it's not something that like you just build up. I think you know this anyway, Fatima. Okay. I think you've looked into all of this. It's not a matter of just going there, throwing up some kind of shed and opening an orphanage, you know. I think it's like getting people on board who are going to help you financially to actually do this and to fund this, okay, and having these professional people around. Well, I actually feel that's an amazing thing to do. That's an amazing calling for you, Fatima. Okay, I'm just going to pull out some cards here for you. I don't know what your original question was. Let me just go back. I just want to look at your original question. Yeah, I think. Let me just have a look, see if I can. Yeah, I'm just going back to see what your original question was. I can't remember anyway, because it's kind of yeah. Anyway, yeah, I think it's going to take a few years to do that. To actually sort that out, approaching charities to finance you. I think you've got to get signed kind of paperwork or a license or something like that from officials, from that kind of to allow you to do this. Okay. But I do feel that you are willing to do this in your own time. Okay. But I feel it's like a 5 or 6 year plan. I don't feel it's something that's going to happen over the next year. I feel this is like a 5-7 year plan. Okay, what qualifications have you got here, Fatima? Can you let me know what qualifications you've got? I feel you have I feel that you've got a degree. Let me see. Okay, just be careful of people that may, yeah, you may get one of the things you're going to learn is corruption. I think one of the things that you don't know about when it comes to charities is the corruption, because you have a compassion, you have empathy, and you're quite going to be quite shocked and sad and quite troubled over what you're going to find when it comes to officials here. Yeah, and whether that's going to put you off, I'm not sure. It's about the money. It's about the money of this. Without this money, you can't do this. And and it feels like this country actually wastes the charity money on other things. They are quite corrupt. This is what's quite sad. And it's shameful, really. So I feel that you will have to try to get through red tape. It's not going to be easy to get through, I don't feel. I think you need some kind of famous kind of figure to help you. Somebody like Meghan Markle to help you, or somebody who's going to help you create that. In a way. So that's my answer. I think it's going to be quite difficult, a long haul for you. Got to get the right people on board and all that kind of thing. Hello, Vandy Washington. Thank you for your donation. Thank you so much. So I'm not sure if you have a question or if that's just a donation there. I'm not sure. I don't see your question, so maybe that's just that's very kind of you. Thank you. Okay, Kundalini baby. Thank you so much for your donation there. What do you see? What do you see for me in 2019? Okay, that's quite a big question. I'm not going to be able to answer that. Okay, on like a mini reading. So do you want to ask that question again, something a little bit more specific, because that would take me forever. I'm really sorry about that. Just let me know. Okay, let me see. Okay, Vanda, I've found your question here. Anything on the relationship, twin soul, and ongoing conflicts, breakups, and his anger issues? Ooh, health, any windfalls financially, lottery wins? Well, I don't feel this Vandy, this relationship you've got. And I know our mothers say to us, relationships are not easy, marriages are not easy, but I don't think it's supposed to be as hard as that, these kind of bipolar kind of mood swings. It's just not supposed to be like that, okay? I do get this guy needs to get himself sorted out properly. I feel he keeps coming to you to self-medicate him, in terms of you soothing his issues, but I don't feel that you're the person to do it, although it takes a lot of understanding and all that kind of thing. And that's why he keeps coming back, because he knows, and he'll say, it's like a cycle, it's like a cycle of like, he will kick off and then it will all he will feel shameful, then he will and then he will blame you for it, and then the cycle repeats itself. So I think there is a lot to be said about having peace in your life, Vandy. I really do feel that there is this sense of peace that really is more important than putting up with this garbage, So I'm sorry that you're stuck in this kind of loop with this guy. What can I say? I can't tell you what to do in your relationship there, but in all honesty, this person's not going to change, okay? So let's have a look here in finances. I don't know about lottery wins. I don't do lottery wins. Okay, I do about life issues, but I will pick up on finances. What's your finances going to be like? Any significant amounts? Well, I do feel that there is this job that you, or this position, or this what I'm getting here is your dream position, or your dream kind of promotion, that you don't feel you've got a chance here with this, and you feel that this other person is going to be chosen. And the other person is very kind of confident that they will be chosen, but I feel that it's going to shock you that you are actually the one they're interested in. And I feel this may make you cry because you didn't realize that you could. I kind of get like at your age, I don't know how old you are, but I get like at my age, I never expected this, which is an increase in salary kind of thing. So I don't think you can do that with this ongoing kind of conflict you've got with this guy. I actually feel this is where you're going to realize that peace is more kind of serving me than having to deal with this person, this ongoing conflict. So let's have a look at the financial status. I think you're going to, I get you actually ignoring this kind of person. And I feel that it's all very you acknowledging that there's nothing you can do here for this person, and acknowledging that you need to keep yourself, your own sanity intact here. And I feel this is where you're going to get other interests that are going to take you to this kind of other job here, either another job or another kind of, promotion. Whatever it is, it's a promotion that will give you, and you never even thought that you would be even chosen for this. Okay. I get writing. I don't know whether you have anything to do with writing. You're going to recover what you have lost here and become active with that, because I get the Four of Swords. After you've rested, okay, and gained some peace here, you are going to be active again and recover what you have lost. Are you a Sagittarian at all, Vanda? Because my Sagittarian reading absolutely does kind of, is that kind of reading, okay, that I just explains all that in my reading. I think you may have to let this person go. But that, again, that's up to you. This person keeps hurting you, and yeah, I did get this guy. He keeps hurting you. Oh, why do we have people like this in our lives? I don't know. But you do love this person. You do love them. Although they keep hurting you, you do love them. And you do decide at times that, oh, I just want some space. I just want some space. The reason why you want some space is that so that you can have respite from this crazy person. That's why you have a break from him. And if you see it like that, and I think I've lost connection. Okay. If I've lost connection, I'm sorry. Okay. Let me know if you can hear me, or I've lost connection. I think I've lost connection there. Okay. Okay, I hope. Yes, you are right, on point. He prevents me from getting a job. Okay. Okay. Well, this is it. You're 62. And I thought that when I picked up there that, oh gosh, at my age that I can actually get this job, that's amazing. And you're gonna actually cry, okay, when you get this job. And it's like a dream job, which is going to give you a lot better finances. You know what, Vandy, you're an amazing person. You are, and you, I really, I really, really, I feel it's sad that this person's blocking you from actually getting a job. In fact, if I was you, I know you love him. If you can distance yourself and separate that, in some way, I feel that to find your own peace here. Anybody got any kind of advice for Vandy? Because that is so difficult. Okay. Sometimes when we reach an age of like 62, I mean, I've not reached that age yet, but I sometimes I feel that I'm an old soul, you know, in terms of like 80 years old or something. When we reach an age of 62, I actually do feel that your peace is more prevalent than having some crazy, you know, crazy making person in your life. And I think that you reach this kind of question at around this age. Well, do I want to be on my own? Because I do feel on my own anyway. Or do I want to stick with this drama? And I think as we get older, we are swayed more towards peace, you know. Oh, she moved from Kent to Edinburgh. Wow. Yeah. I didn't know. Did she say that? Thank you, Nancy. I did get the south of England. Wow. So you are from the south of England originally, Art Girl. Well, that's amazing. Okay. Anyway, Vandy. Yes, I need peace. He's bipolar, angry all the time. My health is suffering. Well, you have to. Look, I'm not saying anybody's old here. I've got an old soul, as you can see. You get to 62. What is the main thing for you? You need rest, you need peace, even enjoying the things that you love to do, like reading novels and all of that kind of thing. Okay.